You'll never forget the creature without a head, controlled by an insane artificial brain. When you see the most shocking screen experience of them all, Beast of Blood.
Greetings, fiends. Today we have another sexy and salacious video lined up for you, all about the Blood Island Trilogy, produced in the late 60s and early 1970s by John Ashley and Eddie Romero in the Philippines. We're talking Beverly Hills, Angelique Pettyjohn, Celeste Yarnall. So what we're looking at right now is issue number 236 of a UK magazine called The Dark Side. This magazine was published in 2022, and as you can see on the cover, it says Blood Island Memories. The Mad Doctor will see you now. We're going to be covering a little more from this issue soon. You'll want to check it out because the thing about The Dark Side is that they don't censor much. When it comes down to it, if TNA is part of what they're talking about, you're gonna see it. First off, here is the cover to issue number 236, and that is a depiction of the luscious Angelique Pettyjohn being menaced by a monster in the surf. The Mad Doctor will see you now. Alan Bryce sets sail for the Philippines for an appointment with a monster who can cheerfully pull his own head off. Wouldn't we all like to do that, chaps? And the writer, Alan Bryce, has supplied numerous photos, both of the posters and some stills from the various Blood Island films, including Beast of Blood, Mad Doctor of Blood Island, and Brides of Blood. He also has photos from an earlier film from 1959, which was also produced by Eddie Romero, called Terror is a Man. This is a photo from that. And strangely enough, this is yet another uncredited adaptation of H.G. Wells' Island of Dr. Moreau. Some more great stills here. As you can see, the Brides of Blood, an early John Ashley film, Drag Strip Girl. And that is Beverly Hills screaming her lungs out in Brides of Blood. So for John Ashley, everything basically started in the late 50s. As it says in the article, AIP signed John Ashley to play the villain in Drag Strip Girl, 1957. A 4-picture contract with AIP followed, and he became their in-house Elvis. He also got to star in Frankenstein's Daughter, 1958, and contributed a singing cameo in the same year's How to Make a Monster. Signed to Dot Records, Ashley had a brief singing career and got married to another teen idol, Deborah Wally, star of Gidget Goes Hawaiian, 1961. He did a lot of TV work and then was back with AIP for a series of beach party movies in the early 1960s. He was actually a pretty smart guy with a bit of business acumen. Having studied economics at college, he invested in some Oklahoma cinemas in partnership with a guy named Earl Snyder. After Snyder's death in a car accident in 1968, Ashley took over the operations himself, and by the mid-1970s had interests in 40 cinemas. Of course, before this, he got involved with the Blood Island films. This all came about when Ashley received an offer to star in the first of the trilogy, Brides of Blood, 1968. His wife, Deborah Wally, had an affair with Elvis on the set of Spin Out, 1966, and his marriage had ended, so he wanted to get out of the country. After the film was finished, Ashley wanted to help out with distribution. Using his cinema connections, he got some distributors in the Midwest to put up money for the next 2 Blood Island movies. Here come the brides. Oh, yes. First of all, let's take a look at Brides of Blood, the first film in the trilogy, which has the crawling hands Kent Taylor playing Dr. Paul Henderson, a crusty old chap who has a sexy younger wife named Carla, played by Beverly Hills. The doc is studying the effects of World War II era atomic testing on the island's plant and animal life, while his wife wants to study the local male studs, Ashley included. Now, I believe this is one little screw up by the dark side. They claim that the photo of this woman covering her breasts is Angelique Pettyjohn. I do not think so. I may be wrong, but that just does not look like her. These are stills from Mad Doctor of Blood Island. And there's Angelique Pettyjohn. Oh, yeah. And that's when she was trying out for a role in Planet of the Apes. Subsequent entries would amp up the gore and nudity. The makeup is not that great, but the film gets good value out of natural Filipino locations. Let's pause here to talk about John Ashley's leading lady. Sheila Willard is searching for her estranged father, last seen on Blood Island, and she is played by Angelique Pettyjohn, American actress and burlesque queen, best known for her role as Shauna in the Star Trek original series episode, The Gamesters of Triskelion. Angelique was a bit of a hottie, which is why Rick used her on the cover. Good show on that. In 1967, she made her first official appearances using just the name Angelique in The Love Rebellion and The Touch of Her Flesh. Angelique also auditioned for the part of Nova in Planet of the Apes in 1968 and was one of the go-go dancers in the opening scene of the 1968 comedy The Odd Couple, starring Jack Lemmon and Walter Matthau. Sadly, she died of cervical cancer, aged just 48. Chlorophyll Monster. Back to Mad Doctor of Blood Island. This grisly-looking creature itself is certainly the best part of the show, and you can see a bit more has been spent on makeup effects. Male viewers will also appreciate the buxom charms of Angelique, and as one might expect, given her career trajectory, she's not shy about flopping them out when the plot flags. By the way, American audiences were given vials of green blood as a souvenir. They were told this would act as an aphrodisiac, which undoubtedly helped many a teenager in the back row. Concluding our adventures on Blood Island, The Beast of Blood, the final film from 1970, has John Ashley back in the old routine as an adventurer who gets involved with pretty reporter Celeste Yarnall and eventually rescues her from the evil Dr. Lorca, Eddie Garcia, who is trying to find a suitable head for his green-blooded monster. Celeste Yarnall was also a Star Trek actress, having appeared in an original series episode called The Apple, and she's probably the most competent female star of the Blood Island lineup. Beast of Blood was to be the last of Hemisphere's Filipino horror films. Nice Beast of Blood, a double bill poster where it's playing with Curse of the Vampires. Then a nice shot of the head from Beast of Blood. So there you have it, folks. That wraps up our look at Blood Island Memories from issue number 236 of The Dark Side. I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, please like and subscribe. Thank you.